All right. I'll keep this here. If it turns off, and that's that. So how do I keep running into you?
So it's just like I was cutting through. I was at that park south of Bickford. You know the one with the play structures and stuff like that.
South of Bickford.
It's like a small park. There's like a fence.
I think so.
Like it's like on the other side of Bickford on Hubbard. Like it's rarely recognized. It's like a smaller park.
Yes, I do know. With the big fountain.
Yeah, big fountain. Yeah. I just decided. I was like, okay, like Bickford is gonna be too much. You know, it's a nice day. I feel like there would be too many people, and I just felt like that was a little bit more like intimate and more like kind of where my mindset was at. So I was just like, wasn't really trying to run into anybody. So I was just like, that seemed like the right place. Yeah. So I just like left the crib. I was like, it was gonna be Bickford, but then I seen that and I was like, yo, that makes more sense for where I'm at mentally. So I just sat there for a while. Like, yeah, I just kind of like try to like ground myself and just, you know. It's like my first day off I'd say it's first day off in like the last 2 weeks or something like that, or at least since the beginning of August. So it's been like nonstop. Like I think I put in like at least like 100 hours of like work for like these random companies and shit like that. So.
Are you grinding for money or grinding out of like momentum or trying to keep it going?
Both. You know what I mean? You ever like, it's like grinding to like not deal with certain things, grinding to make money, grinding to catch up, grinding for like future, but then like your future is bleak because you don't even know like certain things that you think are certain aren't presenting themselves as certain as they can be, and it's just like this like battle between like your own, it's like battle between yourself, but like work is like, it's like kind of going to war. You know, I kind of understand why I guess a lot of people have traded their lives to doing that type of thing there, because you just get to a certain point in life where you just gotta like, you know, like certain things become overwhelming, you know? Yeah. So that's like, that's that part that I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are going through it. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I definitely think when we met right at the end of COVID, the world started to change a lot, like a lot. There's this huge gap that happened in like the corporate business space where all the small businesses closed, all of the huge businesses bought everybody else below them, and then just hiked the prices, did not increase wages, and the need for like person-to-person contact, because it didn't happen during COVID, became like really apparent to people, you know? And so now everybody's like trying to start their own micro business based off of human contact, but like
the competition, it's hard to compete with those bigger conglomerates that have like taken over. Yeah, it's like you're not going to be able to like lease a space, so everybody's like on the online space and like just trying to like, how many more influencers came out of like, you know what I mean, out of that whole thing. So it's just like it is a like, there's a struggle behind that, I feel. You know? Yeah, I do truly believe that. It's like people have gotten used to just being at home, but then it's like it's not really fruitful to like what we are as human. But now we're seeing it. And like, you know, it's just like I feel like every other person I'm talking to is like in some kind of, you know, when you pull them aside and you actually have a conversation with them, you're like, okay, you're not too crazy thinking these thoughts, you know? Yeah.
I feel the whole influencer creator craze kind of made me nervous with my profession.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Because I was like, especially on Instagram, where I'm only following like the most creative visual artists, and then I'm seeing the level increase like exponentially year after year. Every 6 months, there's a whole new software that makes your masking better, that makes your titles better, and I felt like I was getting left behind. And yeah, totally. I felt like I was getting left behind. I was starting to panic, and I just was like, I need to stop being on Instagram. I need to stop looking at other people's work for a little while and get back to what I really believe in terms of my creative process, which is like your individuality, your uniqueness is what is valuable to you and for you as an artist.
Okay.
That is that is the crux of it. Forget about what everybody else is doing. It's not important to you. What's important to you is understanding yourself, understanding how you feel, understanding how you process emotions, and keeping your creative process clean. Continuing to do the work you need to do every month, every week, you know, and just focus on getting your reps in, and let the business side of things and let the landscape of artistry be what it's going to be.
It's gonna, yeah. It's like it is hard to have that, to see it happen in front of you and stuff like that, and like, yeah, Instagram. it's like can't escape it, because it's like it's a really great marketing tool.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's other tools that exist that are not online based, and it's like I've always like tried to steer towards that, and that's just been like a core mission. Lots of like battles lost trying to figure out that whole play and stuff like that. Like it's like this thing there where it's like that whole Batman thing there in my mind is like people. It's like you either like live long enough. It's you either stay an artist or you live long enough to see yourself become an influencer. And I've been battling. I've been battling that. You know, it's like, oh man, like. Because it's just like certain part of like selling yourself short, and it's just like it's no longer the art that you're doing, and it's just like it's not even about the art. It's more about like you're battling an algorithm thing there, and it's like people don't even know they're doing that because we've been entrenched so long that we still think it's like between, like we're competing against like the next person, but it's really just like this bigger system thing. It's like you know, yeah. I feel like that kind of went all over the place.
No,
my brain just be like, you know, but yeah.
But that's what makes you an artist, you know? People who think linearly work at a bank.
Yeah.
They work as an administrator. That's what they do, you know?
Yeah.
That's part of your power.
A gift and a curse, though. It's like, you know, some days you wish you wanted to just like take that pill and just be like the guy in that Matrix where he just wanted the steak. He just wanted to go back into the, you know what I mean? Let me just do some normal things and just go out this thing there. But it's just like, yeah, like, it's like the concept for me is like, biggest struggle is like trying to save. It's like, can't save everything I do. Like, it's either if it's not in service of like taking care of my mental health, it's in service of like trying to create like something wonderful for people to like experience or like be a part of or like wear or like you know, like that's just like been my, I think like literally like everybody's got a cross and like that's like my cross like in this existence. I feel, you know, it's like here we are, you know.
I agree. I've been feeling that a lot lately, which is I wish I could just be normal, you know, or average, or I wish I didn't feel so deeply so often.
Yeah.
You know? But
I think everybody's having the same problem. It's
Probably.
great. Yeah, no, this is literally like this is awesome. Like I swear to you, like you know where like thoughts manifest, or like the things you need are on the journey and the path as you go on with, once you start letting go of like the need for things to be so like on a linear aspect, and you just really flow with like the wave. It's just like I'm thinking about again like the walk and how I was like gonna pause. I was actually just gonna stop by and just watch like the skyline, because I do that sometimes. But then like something was telling me to just like, no, just keep the flow and like whatever, and just, you know, continue on this path. But this conversation is like one of those things that it's like, I don't know, if you let yourself be open to, you know, this is on some spirituality. I feel like things are you're constantly getting your needs given to you or presented to you, or like you're getting some questions to some answers that you're trying to figure out as you go, if you decide to go through and pay attention or like focus in on it, or like you know, kind of let go of like control. Essentially is like the main thing. I'm like, heck, you just see me with a beer or something like that, I'm walking with water. Just like this, you know what I mean?
Yo,
like,
your hand was down, and I was like, oh shit, I wish I was sipping too, and I looked down, It's
a
water.
bottle.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
damn.
When was the last time you see me with a
Oh,
water
shit.
bottle? Yeah,
Growth.
like in public. You know what I mean? Like
That's like growth.
it's different. It's like, oh yeah, like this is people don't actually get to see me in this kind of light. Like sometimes it's just like you're so entrenched in like what they keeping up this image, keeping up with the It's like that's another thing about the gift and the curse when it comes to like at least maybe in my practice. Like I feel like you probably like I don't know. It's like that stage thing that like and like people are like, yo, what up? There's so many encounters and they're expecting me to be at this level that they remember me as.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yo, like sometimes it's just like it's this. It's just like the lonely strolls through the park and just being like completely confused, but like trying to find a path, like damn, like
I feel like I let that performance thing go.
yeah.
Yeah, God. But there is a fine line because you do have to perform. If somebody that you care about comes and tells you, like, you're on the way out, they're like, yo, does this outfit look sick?
Yeah.
They don't have time to go change it, and it's not lit. You got to be like, yo, you're sick. You're good for the night. And you can go tell them the next day. That's a performance.
Yeah.
That's not the truth. It's in service of a larger truth, that you believe in them and you support them and
you
you
don't
think.
want to mess up their night. It's too late.
Right?
It's like,
That's the larger truth. But in that moment, it's a performance.
It is a performance. Yeah.
And so it's a fine line because you can be too. I don't want to say too authentic, but you can be too
truthful that it pushes away. You got to bring the flowers to the doorstep. You can't just be like so like yo. The whole thing is trash. No, it's like you gotta there is a way of talking to people, but it's like because to be that truthful is not really it's not true humanity, right? Like there's like faces and there's like a necessary amount of I don't want to say lie because I feel like that's like a
empathy,
negative
compassion,
it's
understanding,
empathy. You're like seeing yourself like
nuance.
Would you want to have it's like sometimes it's necessary to be that direct and that whatever if they're like about to cross the street and the car's coming, like stop, you know what I mean, like just stop them on the track. But like there's a way to do things where it's like nurturing or the way plants grow. You don't just throw water at a seed and just like constantly to just like get it to grow. It needs water, but like it needs water in a span of time, right?
Yeah. No, exactly. That's a great analogy. I love that.
I didn't even. I thought about it, and like I was like, yo. As I was putting it together, I'm like, this is fucking great.
But that humanity piece, I love that. Yeah. When you were saying like, being too truthful is almost a disservice. Not too truthful, but being truthful at all costs, in every situation, does a disservice to your humanity.
Yeah.
And I really like that because it's like we aren't buildings, we aren't bridges, we aren't towers. Those things need to be in line with the laws of the universe, with physics at all times. Otherwise, it crumbles and falls.
Yeah, we fall that way.
Right?
Yeah.
This is something that you can't play around with that exactness, right? But as a human being, it's different. We have emotions. We can grow. We can learn. And our environments matter to us in a way that, like, for a building, it's not the same thing. I don't know if that makes sense in terms of an analogy or a metaphor, but
no. Like that's like I'm thinking of like brutalist. Like when you're talking buildings, I'm thinking like it's like meant to withstand past the point of our own humanity. It's like that's just you know what I mean. That's a whole other Yeah, it's not. There's nothing human about it. You can't. I mean, you can get inspired, but you can't like hug a building, Like.
But also there are useful and necessary lies that we need to tell each other and ourselves, right? You need to lie to children.
Yeah.
You need to lie to them and tell them like you are the best. You need to tell a child that they're loving before they demonstrate that, for them to then grow into that title, right?
It's like it's the same thing with like the creative thing. Like it's like I gotta technically like believe my own hype for me to even present you anything that I've created, right? It's like, and that in itself is like coming. It's like that's why it's just like is the word lying or is it like I like that? Yeah, you went into the humanity thing, but it's like yeah, it's like there's certain words that just feel sometimes just feel like a little like on a negative sense or just like I think about all the lies I've done. You know what I mean? Things I'm not proud of, you know, but like yeah.
What is a better word for that?
I don't know.
Delusion is still too
Yeah, it's like no.
still too much. It's not a fib. It's like an aspiration,
Okay.
right? Their aspirations or their intentions or their like.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that right now. Like I don't like. But it is like that is putting some kind of. That might be the thought for the night. Like figuring out what that is, because that is an important thing. Yeah, I'm just like it's like on this path of just trying to add positivity. It's like certain things sometimes where it's just like words do really matter, But I don't know. Yeah.
So what are you creating right now?
Well, I have that festival thing there, that like the mini fest thing that I do every year for my birthday. So like I have like me and Conrad have been going back and forth on some images and things, and I had like this early draft of it last month, but it just didn't feel human, and it didn't feel like the thing had like a purpose. It still felt like, oh, you're really like just trying to do another birthday party with a bunch of people there just to have music play. Like it's like I like to just like as you become more aware of things to like put in that that little frequency of intention and like meaning. And I stumbled upon like I guess cave drawings and like thinking like origins and thinking about people coming together in caves and stuff like that. And like so that's kind of like the backdrop idea of what's happening. So the aesthetics of the place I'm playing around with is going to be in that kind of manner, but then also like it comes back to sharing and I'm trying to make it make sense for everybody. I have a few drafts. I should have posted it like last Saturday, but you know how the thing is. It's like when the time is correct, But like, yeah, it's like that's like the thing that is at, holding a lot of weight right now, and things that I know I have to take care of in the next couple of months. But sorry, not next couple of months. Next couple of days before the end of the month.
Yeah.
Everybody's like kind of confirmed. It's just a matter of me having the energy to like just make a simple post, which is crazy sometimes. Isn't that a crazy thing? Like people, it's like, I don't know if it's ever easy for people to make posts nowadays, but it's just like, it's super weighing and difficult because I feel like once it's up, it's like up to criticism, up to like, But yeah, I can show you, I'll show you like a little poster thing there. Of like what Conrad did. It's like, what are you working on in the meantime as I'm trying to pull this thing out?
I'm
a bunch.
Yeah. Show me this thing though.
Oh yeah, this is
Oh, I love the poster already.
Yeah. So like, I drew these things, these images on paper, and then we transferred it to like Illustrator. So we created like different. This is like what was scanned into
the cave drawing stuff.
And I passed that, so we're just coming up with like different ways to like promote, like so with the artists and stuff like that, or like now I have to think about how to make this make sense on a t-shirt format, because like I figured since it's a free thing, I'll probably like try to pre-sell t-shirts for it, and the t-shirts will go to taking care of like giving the artist some kind of something at the end of it, so that like people are taken care of and like some costs are taken care of, that type of thing there. But I feel like free to entry 3 p.m. to 2 o'clock in the morning, but like is that crazy, right?
It's not. I mean, I'm used to it with you.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah, they gave me the space for that time, so I was just like, whatever,
What's the spot?
It's gonna be a tapestry.
Tapestry. Okay, yeah.
They have the back patio open too. So he told me rain or shine, I'll have the back patio because he has a gazebo thing that can cover, I think, 80% of the patio. So it's like it's
The
fine.
front part,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
part
yeah.
next to the building.
Yeah, so it's good. Like I'm excited, truthfully, for it, and like I have a few people on the team that I'm kind of just building the team as I go. But like, there's some crazy cool ideas that work with that whole cave, and you know, 'cause I want people to walk into like an experience this time and stuff, and like kind of just level up a little bit. You know,
What's the date?
it's on the 29th.
Sick. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I think I have something on that day. You know. God damn it. But
I mean, it's
from
all day. Yeah.
but from 3 to
Yeah,
3 to 2.
yeah. It's like you can't have it
That's
all,
easy
you know,
to
it's
that's
like,
easy
yeah.
to make work. Yeah, I don't have anything on my phone right now, but
Yeah. That's good. This thing is still
yeah, still on.
kicking, still kicking.
I don't know why I turned off last time, but it's life.
That wasn't meant to be. Like, you know, it's like the movie Adjustment Bureau. I have like certain movies that I just go like. People have books that they like refer to. I'm like, yeah, my thing is just like movies, and it's just like Adjustment Bureau. Have you seen it or no?
Is that the one? No.
I love that movie. It's like a movie where like two people weren't supposed to meet, and they somehow meet, and then there's this bureau that works outside of reality, and like it's almost like this like they're like on the like a spiritual plane, like it's a whole organization that they just come in and they adjust the scenario. So one of the characters walks into that adjustment happening, and then they start realizing that like the reason why this connection is not happening is that there's powers that be that are trying to adjust them to, because it's like a timeline. It's like a timeline building type reality, but it just kind of foils well with like life. It's just hard to like explain, but it is like it's going past. It's like I can't explain the movie. It's a really great movie, but like I like I it just felt like some Adjustment Bureau moment where it's just like it's just working because it's like it's in the greater good of something, you know.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that idea, though.
Heck, I might watch that movie tonight. I was like thinking, have you seen Odyssey yet or no?
No, I should. Some people said it's amazing. Some people say it's.
I just spoke to I just hit up Marcia. I was like, yo, Odyssey, because I've been trying to like figure out like when I can watch it. But then I was like, okay, maybe I'll go solo. I was like thinking about it today. But then I was just like, oh yeah, maybe Marcia would want to watch it, and I'm trying to see who else or whatever. But if you're down, like on Wednesday, I'm gonna go. Yeah, like shirt schedule.
No, I'm booked until like next week Tuesday.
You know, funny enough, I was thinking about this too. I was like, was it early this week, or maybe I was just, I don't know. Like I was like, yeah, I need a medium of expression, and I was like, if it wasn't gonna be the music, it was like it has to be some kind of interview or some kind of something. But this appeared quicker than yeah.
God said bet. Here's the camera. Here's the lights.
I was like, what is going on? Yeah.
One second, I see a little bit of water. I wanna go back to two things.
Yeah.
But I need to ask you a question first. Two things I want to go back to. I want to go back to that Adjustment Bureau idea of like people working almost outside of the karmic cycle of whatever to adjust it. And then I want to go back to what I'm working on, short film.
Okay.
But I want to ask you first, what was the thing you wanted to express? Because you just said like, I need a new medium to express some idea or something. What was that thing that you felt you needed to express?
Oh, because it's like I'm better. I think I'm a better like person on. So like I'm dealing when it comes to like the relationship thing. I'm dealing with a lot of like text messages back and forth or phone call or whatever. But then it's like lately I've been able to like complete a lot of like songs that I needed to complete just because there's so much more context and I can like get into because I'm trying to solve certain things. But it's like the music is usually like this. It starts off for me where it's like this thing there to help me navigate through and then then share it. So it's like I wanted to be able to share that.
The process?
Yeah, the process, sort of the truths or the things I've realized in the last little bit. So it's always that. It's like I get to a point where it's like an overload of that, and then that's when I feel like it's time to release. That's why it's like I haven't really. If people have noticed, like I haven't really released like a single, but I've released like here's 12 songs, or here's 7 songs, or here's
Yep.
Now I have like 2 of those things that are like bodies of work that I'm just like put out into the thing, and like people will listen when they listen. Yeah, people will listen when they listen, and it's like, and it's always been like that. Like that's like one of the reasons why, one of my main reasons for creating things is like, going through life, figuring things out. It's like, it's like I can deal with like, it's a form of conversation. That's the best way to say it. Yeah.
The album,
One of them.
or
Yeah.
just like the
Even the name, the name album is like, but like the album.
okay, the project.
The project, yeah. There's like 2 now. There's one I was like intending, like that's like completely done.
Yeah.
But this is like with the whole, like just the last couple months. This is more like I have something that is like thought out in a longer form, where it's like more of a book, and then one of them is more of a journal entry of like the current, which is I'll have like one last thing to drop like as a book thing.
Sick.
And I haven't even really finished this book, but like I've read like a little bit of it, but it's like what we owe the future. And that one is like, it just talks about like having intent on where things are gonna go when created. It's kind of like, I'm gonna drop a name like Elon. we'll think about like, it's like reference that book where it's like, where you're making things that are like not specifically just for your own lifetime, but like, so the one that's like done is for like whatever, like here, if I'm here or if I'm gone, whatever. The other one is more of a journal essentially, and that's something I wanted to share.
But both you would consider to be like part of a conversation.
Part of a conversation.
Oh, sure.
So.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I just made a video here in this park the other day that was part of a conversation, but I never considered it in that way.
Okay.
It was a message, and it was like something to demonstrate my intention and for someone to understand me better. But I never would have thought of it as being part of a conversation, like the art piece.
Yeah.
That art can be part of a conversation, but it totally can be.
It's like, because certain things are like, I guess with music, it's like a lot of the conversation is like rhetorical, or like it's just like meant to be answered by yourself as you experience it. So it's a thought process. Like when you're making the thing, you're like, I'm thinking about how different aspects, and like we're pulling out certain, like at least for me personally, it's not like a quick like, here's my thoughts right away. It's like thought out a little bit more than that, with the listener in mind, with me in mind also, like me listening to the thing and being like, okay, like,
Fuck. I've kind of been having conversations with myself through journaling.
Okay.
Now that I think about it, is like, I've been journaling since I was like 19, 20 maybe, like
I
pretty
think I'm the same.
consistently.
Yeah, funny enough, like that same starting point age-wise, 100%. Yeah.
And initially I was writing just to like let go of thoughts that I felt were too heavy to put on my friends. Like I didn't want to worry people, or I felt like this is like personal stuff, and if I told you, it would weigh heavy on you too. So I needed another place to let it go. And then as the years went on, and as I got healthier and more confident, I was expressing myself to people more.
Yeah.
And so then journaling became a bit more of like just a practice and an aesthetic, just to keep my mind clean and sharp and quick, right?
Did you like shorten your schedule of like how you were, like as the years were like you went from like a daily to like a when you would think about it type thing?
Yes. Okay. And also I put a very small goal or target for myself with the writing.
Okay.
Like before, I would write pages and pages and pages in a sitting, but now it's like 1 page, 3/4 of a page is my thing, and if I go over, cool.
Yeah.
If I don't, I'll stop at 3/4 of a page and just move on, go on with my day. But what I noticed is like, I will leave a message for myself. Like, this is at the beginning of a journal, like beginning of like a new journal. I'll write, okay, this is where I'm at now. This is where I left off in the last one. And then at the end, I wrote in this one, it was like, you're doing great. Everything will be fine. You know, I love you. Like to myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I read that back this time. Shit, I didn't even, because I never did that before, you know?
Okay, yeah.
That's not something that I never gave myself a conversation, like motivation that way. And that was cool. That was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny when you like you look back and you're like, it's like where you like find money in like a jacket, but it's like your money. It's like you found it. You're like, oh, like my past self is taking care of my future self. Like really setting up some places. Like journals be like sometimes in that vein. Like, and it's like, as you said that, it just reminded me that I did pull a lot from journal entries, like for this journal-esque project. I was just like kind of like blindly pulled from one book and just opened up a page and just read out like what was there, and I was like, you know, like I was like this works, you know what I mean? But it's just like, I don't know, there is something about journaling that is like, it is. I can't explain it, but it has been super helpful. Like that's I didn't know that about you. Like that's cool. Yeah.
That you journaled.
Yeah, that you journaled like as much, and like from that the whatever, it's just like it's cool.
I'd be writing. I'd be writing poems. I'd be writing stories. I'd be writing everything. Not so many raps. I wrote, 1 or 2 songs, 3 songs, and I'm gonna make it. I have to make an album this year. I made a bet with my friend.
Okay.
That I had to do it, or I owe him $500.
Oh, 500. Oh shit. Okay.
So I gotta.
Certain people just like you have do it. No, I'm down to hear it. Like
had to put the pressure on.
Like make a whole event about it, whatever. You know what I mean? Like celebrate it. Truly celebrate like your creations and stuff. You know, I feel like for you, like I need to see like have you ever thought of putting together like I guess like an art show of like your like your visual or like or making it kind of into like a short or like a full length, you know?
You know, honestly, I haven't done enough narrative work, storytelling work to have like a big enough body of art to do that I would feel confident in. I've done enough music videos, but it doesn't tell a
story of the whole
of who I am or how I think, or because so much of my music video work is tailored honestly to people's vanity. And I'm really happy now I can start talking about this music video experience. Thank God, because I'm done. I'm done. Like there's certain people who can call me and I'll do it, you know?
Zulu?
For a certain, of course. Zulu. Listen.
I feel like the comment is Zulu's like everybody's little brother.
Listen, Miranda Zulu was one of the first people to super believe in me and tell me, dude, you're dope. Be like, yo, here's some bread to make it. How much bread do you need?
I don't think I know you I don't know you if it's not for Zulu.
Yep.
If you think about it, yeah.
Absolutely.
I just thought about it just now. I was like, yeah, it was Zulu who brought you to Bartlett House.
Yep.
With Lee.
Yep.
Yeah, that video, yeah.
Yep.
I was sober.
I met Zulu at a you know, remember Kavesh? You know Kavesh?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He was at the house. Like,
yeah. I met Moreno at one of Kavesh's shows for that 999 DuPont when it closed.
Okay.
And I heard him he opened his fucking performance with a freestyle. Like he opened it. He was like, okay, I'm gonna freestyle right now, right quick. Let's see how it goes. And then he just killed it. Like off rip. I said, the balls it takes to do that, you know?
Hey, to me, he's one of the greatest. Like he's one of the greatest songwriters in the city. Like not like in the way that people would. Yeah, greatest writer. Just in the sense that like he presents concepts that people don't even think about. Or like he makes his word associations. Like I remember the first thing that he like that kind of really like impressed me. It was like he created a concept, or there was a song that the concept was like a high class male, but like
Oh, no worries.
yeah, it was like the concept I think was like a high class male, or like my girl does yoga, like just I don't know, but like these things that are like it's like, is it idioms? No, not idioms. It's like where you like he's pulling like these new like statement pieces. You know, I've always had him like when he shows up to like I love working with him because I can just play him anything and he's just like, I'm like, yeah, we're recording that. You know what I mean? Or put on the headphones and you just come up with something. And like usually what he comes up with, like I don't edit it. I just like that's it. That's like fine. You know, he's like that. Like he's that capable. We have a lot of like unreleased music that's like amazing. You know, but yeah, I feel like I went on a whole Zulu rant, but
Zulu deserves a rant.
yeah, wearing the mask and or whatever is like this thing there where I'm just like, it gives me a sense of security now, a little bit more than, you know, what I was. I felt like I was like too like, you know, I can go to a show now, put on the mask, perform. People are like, this is great. I take off the mask and I'm just walking around in the spot, and like people are like, yo, were you on stage? And I can say no. You know, I have that moment where I just don't have to be that same person, because that takes a lot of me, you know, and I'm just balancing the mental of it. But anywho, yeah, we're good. We're good though. Like a little review is fine.
Yeah, no, that's interesting though. That's interesting because I feel like a lot of people would assume that when you perform, you want more attention, you want more acclaim, you want more recognition, and you're kind of like, I need a break from.
Yeah, it's the recognition. It's also like, I want you to just focus more again on what is being said and what you're hearing, as opposed to like the delivery agent. Like, you know, like it could become like the truth comes in so many different ways, and it's just like, you know the connotation, like the context. There's a context of like me presenting myself, who I am, on stage, without anything happening. There's an idea there, without any words, that I'm trying to avoid. I want people to have more of a blank slate.
Anonymity. Right. What does anonymity do to the reception of the art?
It just makes it. It's less about the person. It's less about the person. It's like this. You know, we like. Does anybody? Does it like MF Doom has passed away? But when people talk about reference MF Doom, they're like, oh, the music was like, we loved the music, but like nobody says like. Nobody even thinks MF Doom passed away like that. Like people aren't even really thinking about it. It's just like his thing lives on past. You know, he's a symbol. It's like a symbol.
Because he almost wasn't even a person to the public.
To the public, yeah. You're like, oh wait, he had all of that. You're like, what? You're like,
right.
You didn't even really. People still don't even know how he looks, and nobody's actually trying to search to look. Like nobody really has those type of conversations. So that's where I'm at with that. You know? Yeah. At a certain point, you just want to turn into the street light. You know, like the crosswalk light, where you're like, don't even think about who invented it. You just like, you know, it works. So like, it goes on, the car stops.
That's so interesting.
That type of shit. So, but yeah, ask me what.
I think I'm too vain. I think I'm too vain for that.
Yeah, I used to think I was. In another aspect, I am, but like not for what I want to do with the Sonics. You know, people will get Kenneth, the designer. That's coming. That's around the corner. Not around the corner. There's a prototype jacket made.
But you've been making stuff.
I've been making stuff.
You've been making stuff.
But this is like I've been screening shirts. This is like, I picked out the fabric, figured out the patterns. You know, there's a jacket. There's a thing. Like this is like, you know, yeah. It didn't exist beforehand. It exists now. You know.
Right.
Yeah, to go back to, the 29th is a celebration of, I guess, like the end of summer. and like people shift around that time anyways and go back to school or go to whatever or like focus in on like a bunch of things or jump into the relationships because it's starting to become cuffing season, whatever season, like it's just you know but like in a celebratory manner, like my upbringing, it's like it's like this thing there where um, I'm not waiting for other people to celebrate me. I will have the celebration, and you're invited to the celebration. And in this celebration is like everybody that I've connected with, and I find are expressing a truth that is like that I think the world should get unfiltered, and like it makes like if you look at all the names, it doesn't make sense in context of why everybody will be there, but it does make sense if if you know who I am and the people I've interacted with and had conversations with and stuff, and support and that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an accumulation of that. You're basically getting like my playlist of how I'm getting through things,
Mm.
because like, if it can help me get through things, maybe it will help the next person type, And it's like it's an exciting time for me every year to try to like tackle it. And there's the successful moments of that and unsuccessful moments, but it doesn't stop me from doing it.
Mm. So what was the inspiration to do the event again? And like what's the intention? We're talking about conversation, we're talking about journal.
Yeah, it's well, the event is called Late August, and my birthday's in August, at the end of August. So it's like I could try to get people like to either do a surprise party for me or like some kind of thing. Like I feel like this is just like a form of giving back, on like a bigger level. And I feel like a lot of communities and friendships have been formed at these things because it's like groupings of people that normally won't like write each other on a day-to-day basis, but like that's happening on that day. And like the thread is, I guess, me in that sense for that, but yeah, it's something I've been working on for a while, and it's just like it's in service to the community that I've grown to love and appreciate in the city, and in general.
Mm-hmm. And grown, period. Not just even grown to love, but that you've grown.
Yeah, both. Yeah, we're growing together through it. So it's good. It's good to have all of that happen in one day. The only pressure that comes down to that on the day of is performing myself. But
Do you still feel pressure to perform? Like when
no,
you're
no,
performing?
but like on a day like that, not in general.
Okay.
Like every other day is like fine, but like that day specifically, like whatever, like. But no, going on stage now is, it's just like,
Yeah.
I can yawn and I just be like, yo, you're gonna get the greatest moment, and people don't, yeah. My greatest aren't recorded, because like I feel like people walked in to pull out their phone. You ever get, like, I think Lee captured like Lee captured one of my performances in a way that I always wanted it to be captured at one point, where he had like the camera like be behind me, and like so I can always go back to that and remember people's faces and remember what I was seeing, almost like on a first person thing, because I normally don't get that, or I normally don't get a clip that I think was like where I really felt like I connected with people, because like again the phone doesn't come up, so that's like one of the things. But yeah, like Lee, I think he's got like 2 of those.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. At least on a performance aspect.
Yeah.
It's like I'm never really trying to see. It's like sometimes it's like where people send me photos of myself performing, and it's like, okay, I know how I look with the mic in hand, but it's just like I want to remember like that face or that, There's like something about everybody else that's there that I'm trying to remember. But yeah, that's like. Yeah, late August. Just got a laptop. And no,
It's crazy to hear. It's crazy
right?
for you to say those words, considering the graphics
Everything-
in your phone, the music you make, all that.
The
That you say, I
it's
just got a
all been
laptop.
on the phone.
Yeah.
And I just like, shout outs to, and I got it for like pretty cheap too, but it's been changing everything. But it's just like, I guess I wasn't ready, like up until now, to use one again. Felt like it was like limiting, but now it's like, okay, I'm ready. Like I'm ready to use it for like the visual aspect, to just jump into that a little bit more, you know, like doing some edits and stuff.
It definitely is possible to edit on your phone, but I think it's so much more limiting to do visuals on your phone than it is to do music on your phone.
On the phone is easy, yeah, you're right.
Music on the phone is very very possible, but visuals on the phone it's totally it's dual. It's possible
hard.
for some people, but it's different. It's a bit of a different thing because you have two thumbs and you want to pull clips from places, and it's tricky instead of all of your
Getting
fingers and a
comfortable with
mouse and like a fuck, man.
Like Apple files,
Oh, fuck my back, bro.
downloading.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you gotta get your stretches in. Very important, very.
God.
It's, yeah, I gotta, you know, like those, I always feel like I'm gonna get to a point, and like, you know, when you see like the older Asian people in the park doing the thing.
Yeah, I'm
like,
close. I'm right there.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to do that. Like, every time I see it, I'm like, I'm not there yet, but like, I want to like just do that though. Like, I fully understand what's going on here.
I'm right there. Every
right
day
there?
I'm in this park.
Yeah,
right over
doing
there.
the-
Well, not, Tai Chi, but I'm doing my old mobility warm-ups from track
mobility.
and,
Okay.
calisthenics, running up and down
you're
this
doing
whole
calisthenics,
place.
okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Got to.
calisthenics.
Got to.
Yeah.
For me, it just feels, it's necessary for my mind. It's more so
Feeling.
for my mind than it is for my body, honestly.
Okay.
Like the warm-up, if I just did the warm-up, that's enough for my body. But the actual like workout and the running is more so for my mind. I need to drain that energy at the beginning of my day, or I just get fixated on whatever comes up first that's the most pressing. Work, making something, messaging, whatever.
Okay, so you're doing this like, you're not like jumping onto like any social or any kind of like, no, like, you're just waking up and you're going to do it without any.
I always just take a look to see if there's anything urgent, like something I missed like I missed a deadline or I missed something happening. I just take a look, and then
go.
But I don't really respond to anybody until it takes me until about like 1 o'clock these days, 2 o'clock before I'm settled enough. But when I do that whole routine, I get up, get my cereal in, my yogurt, my water, work out, journal, meditate, stretch, and then I get back home. It's like, okay, that's gonna take me 2.5 hours, 3 hours in the morning, but for the rest of the day, my speed and my willingness to be open is on such another level that it makes up for that time I lost in the morning.
Okay. Yeah.
Even though I'm only going to be able to work for 5 more hours in the day, I'm as efficient and clear-headed as if I'd done 8 hours of work, So that's something that it's like a leap of faith you have to take. It's like, I'm going to lose hours and I'm going to be more pressed on my deadline, but when it's time to work, I'll be able to actually work. I'll be able to actually feel, I'll be able to actually express longer and later into the day and not drain myself. So it's like, yeah, it's a tricky thing, but it works for me.
To do it, to step out, like, no, that's, in a dream reality, I could do that. my thing is like I can't. It's very rare that I leave the house without meditation for at least 15 minutes.
Nice.
That's like my thing as my like forever ritual thing. Yeah, it's like very rare unless I like wake up and it's like I went through an alarm or something like that, and like I just didn't have the time. But then at that point, I'm like practicing some kind of mindfulness on my way. But like the 15 minutes of meditation is like super crucial for me to like engage in the day and like ground me, because it's like I'm getting ready. I have an excitement for the day when I wake up,
Mm.
and it's like this is like the preparation for like everything that comes to the day. But I'm treating the day as if the day is like going to be the most magical day of, but that's every day. It's not
Uh,
crazy. Yeah, it's like
mm.
every day is like
I don't
waking
do
up to
that.
that. Like
I don't do that.
no, like
No,
just have that.
when I wake up, I'm like getting ready for war almost. And I think I need to change my perspective on it. But I feel like I'm trying to, this is what I wrote today, is that or last night, is that I'm like under siege, you know?
Mm,
What the fuck? Is that a cat?
it's a cat, yeah.
It's a cat. I haven't seen a cat in this park ever, actually.
A cat to come down. Yeah, that's a strange one. That's a strange situation.
But I need to approach my life with a little bit more lightness, I think.
Positivity, moving with the
Positivity.
wave.
Yeah. Because I feel it surprises me when people tell me that I'm a positive person.
Okay.
Because internally, I feel like I'm fighting to not I'm fighting to not believe the worst case scenario all the time.
Okay.
You know, I'm
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fighting but my focus is always down here. It's not to the best.
I'm trying to remind, like, it's like maybe it's certain things I've heard and I've read and whatever, but it's like I'm doing this thing to where I'm like um, trying to put myself in the best emotion, like things that will bring out the most. I'm trying to approach things with happiness and wonder and joy all the time.
Mm.
And if I'm feeling like a lack of that, that's like either I need to meditate or like look in, you know?
Mm.
And it's like it's constantly on a like as a metaphysical thing there where it's just like this, you know, it's like putting out positivity to try to, so it's like starting off the day with, you know, you're like, okay,
Mm.
it's gonna be, you know, whatever happens, you know, like there's gonna be a learning thing, you're gonna get out of these like there's no situation that's that difficult, but you just gotta go through it. Sometimes you gotta attack it directly, like from, you know, from the scariest point, essentially being prepared for fear and getting comfortable being uncomfortable is like the thing. But joyous, like every conversation, like just running, like I'm like sometimes I'm just like, yo, like it's like because you don't even know who you're gonna run into, like whether you know them or you don't, or the conversations you're gonna have that are fruitful or there for your, you know, they're learning and you're learning. There's like some kind of, you know, we're meeting because like there's something that we need to take care of, or we're like, you know, learning. It's like
Adjustment bureau shit.
it is just a real type shit, a little bit, you know,
Um,
with a sense of purpose. Yeah.
mm. This conversation around like um, around meditation, but also setting an intention. It's like quasi spiritual, quasi psychological. You know,
Yeah.
it's halfway in between the both. And this is something that that's grown within me over the last like 5-6 years, and it's hard for me to explain it to friends who've known me or people who've known me since I was young, because I am very, very literal. And so I was really drawn to science and physics and math. And so my friends are also, or my childhood friends were also very literal. You know, I don't hear any of them talking about meditation or, you know, any of that kind of stuff.
Like,
No.
yeah.
And so I wrote a book this year as part of like as part of a conversation with a friend, because they were going through a rough time. One of their family members was really sick,
Yeah.
and I wanted to share with them the way that um, I think and feel about being intentional with your emotions and how important that is and what it can do with your life, or what it can do for your life, in your life. And so I wrote this book called The Book of Karma, and it's 5 or 6 short stories and poems around the result of approaching situations with compassion or not, you know. And I found the last piece of that puzzle in my journal today. I wrote it in February,
Okay.
and I was rereading, like every 6 months or so, or every year I reread my journal entries just once, and then I was like, oh fuck, I've been thinking, I'm like, how am I gonna end this book? How am I gonna end this book? And I
And it was
literally
just,
wrote it, like
the story.
I wrote it. I was like, this is the last thing, and I put the title, I put the music for it, I put the scenes, all of it, and it's kind of funny. You mentioned before that, like, finding money that you tucked away before, it's the same idea, where it's like I found that little piece of
the thing that was like, it's like some on some like Lego stuff, like you put it to, like
I left myself
Exactly.
this little nugget of whatever, love, or
Yeah.
of intention, or of art, or help in that book, and I just needed to go back and find it.
No, I think it's like, yeah, that's what you said about like growing up in the literal sense and then getting into, like, it wasn't like a normal thing, and it's like it led you now to like then write a book about it. It's like another like another way to like I don't know if any of the like I don't know if any of the, the law of attraction thing works, like per se, like or maybe it's like some kind of like placebo thing, but like it's like, but when I do look, like when you look back, like when you start looking back, like if you like have time to like just focus in on like your path and like the things that have led, and you think about like your thought process and the fear and like how you're like what was happening like internally as things were presenting themselves. And it's like a lot of the answers to like that that spirituality, that the shit that is like esoteric or whatever, is like kind of answers itself in that weird way, you know. I don't know, but it's like, I don't know. Now I'm getting into, it's like getting into things that just like keep you up at night. You're just like, like answers to reality, and like why certain things play out the way they play out, and like, you know, what battles to fight on and hold on to, and what, and why does it even matter? You know what I mean? It's like all, it's like, yeah, no, the human conversations and like just yeah, it's very important. It is a good thing that we have community and we have whatever, because like to just have these thoughts on your own, it's insane. You know
No,
what
it's
I mean?
not
It's like,
good. You
it's not
need
good.
no,
Yeah, yeah. You're
not
like,
good,
damn.
not good.
You're like, whoa.
No.
Like,
What's interesting though is, as I've gotten older, I think I completely stopped thinking about like my purpose or role in a cosmic sense,
okay.
or the meaning of things in a cosmic sense at all. It's just like, what does this moment mean for my transformation and for yours?
Yeah, it's hard to control. Like,
Why am I here? I mean, the why am I here thing is a good question to ask, but it's not a good question to fixate on. You know?
no, yeah, it stops. It can stop you at like from doing anything, because then it's just like the battle becomes too big, and you can't.
Where are you gonna find an answer?
You can't, and it's like you want to really. It's like the smaller steps of, you know,
taking care of yourself, taking care of other
care of-
people,
yeah,
being
yeah.
out, being courageous, loving people, that gives you the answer. And then,
Bigger, yeah.
or at least it brings you a step towards feeling solace in not having an answer.
It's what wings are to birds.